2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the... Let's see the stat sheet here for Luka Doncic.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Nurkic, great positioning on the putback.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Lillard against Doncic. Passes to Porzingis. Nice move. Nurkic with the block. And he recovers it. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Magic in Orlando. To the wing right side. Here's Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And it's pretty clear that Adam Silver would like to implement, Chris, a mid-season tournament. What do you think would motivate teams for something like that?
Man, it depends, Kevin. It could be money, or it could make the games count extra, or different seeding or position of seeding in the playoffs. These days, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Lillard scanning the floor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Up top, Powell. In the game against Orlando, very impressive.
And all Nurkic needs is good positioning. Once he has this, dunking is easy.
Doncic against Lillard. To the inside. Here's Porzingis.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Lillard fires away from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Lillard's so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Nice move. He lays it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's McCollum. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Back to Lillard. The putback. It's hauled in by Richardson. Mavericks trail by 3. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Finney Smith. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Trailblazers have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Powell with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And the basket by McCollum.
And what a selfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Doncic against Lillard. And the shot goes in. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Doncic. Bucket is good. Doncic has got 6.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 7. And there's the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And stolen by Richardson. Out to Porzingis. Launches a 3. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Covington. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
And how about his defense? I mean, 4 blocks on the night. They couldn't keep him down.
Richardson for 3. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Kicks it out to McCollum. 3 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in.
And it's encouraging whenever McCollum scores inside, proving that he's more than just a jump shot.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Portland out in front, up 6. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Greg, we know many guys in the...
I'm training for the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Rise, fire. That's off the Reddick's mindset, and you see why. And this is the result.
And here are the Trailblazers now after J.J. Redick hitting the 3.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, G.A. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Here's Simons. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
The shooters beware. Cauley Stein is very crafty at how he rises up to the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
Here's McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass. McCollum's got 6 points.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
And so here is Dallas after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Hardaway passes to Powell. Over Anthony. Goes back up. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Jones. Boom, he jams it straight down.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Pass to Cauley Stein. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. And the rejection by Cauley Stein to the left side wing. Here's Simons. And another shot. The Mavericks pull it in.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And the shot goes down. Cauley Stein's got 4 this quarter.
You have to commend the heart of Cauley Stein, looking committed to beating everyone down the floor in transition.
One-on-one here.
Get there, get there.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Redick with it, now defended by McCollum. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Over to the wing. Dallas moving it around. Here's Kleber. Dallas again missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Cantor's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Passes it to Kleber. The three for Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 10-point game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
It's one of those games where home court played a big role. There might have been a different result if they were in their own building.
And so it's Portland. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 10. Jack, how do you think Portland played? And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Nurkic, Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. From deep. They get it back, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Doncic feeling it out. There's the pass to Porzingis. Here's Richardson. Back to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Marjanovic. Good on the shot.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Lillard against Richardson. Lillard misses.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Lillard attacking. That one, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. That will be the third of the 6-game road trip. And the Mavericks with some changes. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Redick finds Hardaway. Now Redick. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Giles. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Redick with the bucket.
Oh, I mean, the main weapon in Redick's arsenal, he's out here to shoot it from deep, and he does that well.
Giles kicks to Powell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Powell's got 8 points.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Pass to Marjanovic. That one wide left. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Lillard. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Porzingis.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
And it's Doncic missing.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that. It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
McCollum's checked in for Lillard. And it's McCollum off the drive. It's good. 8 points for him.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Marjanovic. Redick for 3. Tries yet again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Mavericks have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Giles, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Doncic makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
McCollum. Doncic with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. And the Mavericks with some changes. Melly is checked in for Marjanovic. Burke comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it's Melly missing. Portland leading by 4. And it's McCollum off the drive. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Trailblazers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here for the Trailblazers. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Richardson comes in for Burke. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith. Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. Out to the right wing. Pass to Richardson. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. Free throw good, Giles. He hits both from the stripe. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. So the wing on the left, back to Brunson. Richardson kicks to Brunson. The pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Brunson. Kicks it out to Richardson. Finney-Smith passes to Brunson. And a miss there on the triple. Here's McCollum. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
He's showing he has the ability to hit huge shots. That's got to fire him up.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Robert Covington out there with Ennis Cantor. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Brunson finds Cauley Stein. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in, but they recover it. Brunson with a clean look. And it's off from three-point range. Portland leading by 8. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Mavericks trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Brunson. Nailed from three-point land. Brunson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Lets a floater go, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists in the game. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Hardaway with a wide open look. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving as a passer.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Trailblazers keep it alive. Cantor finds Jones. A shot by Lillard, wide open. Good on the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Pass to Brunson. And the wide open shot from Redick. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. He dialed that one up from long distance. And now an 11-point Trailblazer lead. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Redick for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Lillard attacking, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So crafty when driving to the rim. Whether it's scoring or getting to the line, Lillard simply makes the play.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And then for Dallas, Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Redick kicks to Doncic. Outside, Redick. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
The way he's firing from 3 today, they ought to keep riding.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside, Redick. Doncic finds Hardaway. Now here's Redick. Back to Doncic. target from outside. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Mavericks trail by 9. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
For the Trailblazers, Giles checked in for Enes Kanter, and McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And here's McCollum for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Outside, Redick to the wing right side. Here's Marjanovic. A new 14 for the Mavericks.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Jacks up a 3, and Hardaway Jr. is good for 3.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They've led by as many as 11 points. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That shot wide open. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
You got to be aware of McCollum. I mean, he's a competitor. And look, he looks for revenge in these situations.
Marjanovic, no good. McCollum outside. Lets it go with a 3. The putback, good.
And you can sense that these fans...
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Los Angeles. The NBA on 2K Sport. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Taking a look at the Clippers. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And of course Dallas. They're back in the 8th position.
That's a great dunk. Freakish. Man overboard.
Wow. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against Philadelphia. Here's Jackson. Porzingis with the block. They retain possession. And Batum kicks to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to George. Second chance shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Jackson against Doncic. And Cauley-Stein with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Cauley-Stein's got his second bucket.
Well, a 7-footer that has a bit of moxie. Willie Cauley-Stein loves to play rough down low.
Jackson down low, guarded by Doncic, and Jackson gets it to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Doncic with it. Leonard picks him up. Porzingis against Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Porzingis showing a little strength down low that time. You can't get upset at the D for being physical with him on that play.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Zubac. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Richardson. Count it.
Now, even though he's slightly built, Richardson does play a physical game. Remarkable how much contact he absorbs.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Nobody near Leonard. Head shot off. And it's Dallas the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's Dallas. A big stretch here going 10-2. And the dunk by Doncic.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Paul George. And the wide open shot from Redick hits the three-point bomb.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Patterson passes to Rondo. Patterson, that's good.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
Dallas leading by 8. The pass to Powell to the paint. And Redick kicks to Hardaway. Passes it to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Over to the wing. Lock at 6. Kleba, the pass to Powell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jackson down low, covered by Redick, and stolen by Redick. Pushing it up. Here's Powell. Lays it up and banks it in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Kennard against Hardaway. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Back to Kennard. Outside for Rondo. Shoots over Brunson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Dallas leading by 10. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Back to Brunson. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Patterson, that's good.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Rondo against Brunson. Pass to Hardaway. And here is Marjanovic. And stolen by Patterson. Got it up. That shot off the mark. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And we'll be back with you.
You know, this game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Marcus Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Luke Kennard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the 2. And here's Leonard from 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Patterson's got 6.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside Rondo, pass to Mann. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Redick passes to Marjanovic. The 3. It's Redick on the wing. Leonard with the steal. They're running. On up the court. Outside for Rondo. Lets the 3 fly. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 5. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
The pass to Morris. Drops in the layup for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On the wing, Hardaway. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Redick bounce pass. Shoots. And that one goes long.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Mavericks leading by 3. Passes it to Kleber. Dallas moving the ball around. Marjanovic down low. Patterson's there. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
Well, Cauley Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
Leonard attacking. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Leonard's got his second basket. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one, and that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Leonard on the wing. He had 28 points in the win against Philadelphia.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Just 4 to shoot. George, that's a 2-pointer. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
There's the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Dallas with a change here too. Porzingis is checked in. Cauley Stein kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Now here's Cauley Stein. Right side Porzingis. Richardson gets a wide open look. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. Now that the unicorn is healthy, Shaq, we're getting a better idea about and that's all we have.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Willie Cauley Stein displaying his skills tonight.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then it's Willie Cauley Stein, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward spot. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. 3rd is Luka Doncic.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
Those are some of the best basketball minds in the NBA. The way they think the game out there is remarkable. Always several steps ahead of the defense, finding the right angles, the right openings, and making one unbelievable play after another.
Jackson passes to Zubac. To the middle. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Doncic finds Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Porzingis. And it's Dallas with another.
This is a show of confidence here. This kind of possession from Porzingis, ready to shoot off the pass.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Cauley Stein. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. On the wing, George. And they pick up 2. George has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Brunson. On the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. He gets that one.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Paul George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, Paul George not waiting around, wanting to get out in transition, run the floor, and become a dangerous weapon on the perimeter.
Now the pass to Hardaway. Richardson against Rondo. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The drive by Rondo can't connect from short range.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Morris kicks to Patterson. Passes it to Mann. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 5. George against Kleber. Great positioning on the putback. Morris has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Brunson. Porzingis with the ball, covered by Morris. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Marjanovic finds Redick. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Good work there as it goes.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time, no doubt about that one.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Jackson looking around. The dish to Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And George, here we go. Here's Zubats. It's George on the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead, leading by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Batum, Luke Kennard out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Redick passes to Marjanovic. The shot, no good. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Batum, good. Batum's got his first bucket in this one.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Outside, Batum. Jackson down low. Cauley Stein defending. That's a 2 from Kennard. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside, Redick. Pass to Finney-Smith to the left wing. Marjanovic down low, working on Zubac. Marjanovic, no good. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. The three-pointer, no good. Mavericks trail by 6, and it's the Mavericks on the break. Cauley Stein kicks to Redick. And the pass to Cauley Stein. Shoots over Batum, and it's blocked. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Leonard's got the ball. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
Inside. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Jackson.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Cauley Stein passes to Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Los Angeles leading by 10. Outside, Batum. Zubac kicks to Batum. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Down low, here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. Marjanovic subbed in for Cauley Stein. The drive by Rondo inside. Here's Zubac. The 19-foot shot. Rondo, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Porzingis has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavs. Doncic against Rondo. Passes to Zubac. All alone. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Marjanovic, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
George finds Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic with it. Pass to Marjanovic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Right side, Leonard lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic looking it over. Marjanovic passes to Richardson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Leonard with the steal. From deep three-point range, off target. So the Clippers with the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on DA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now we'll look at Dallas' starting lineup. We've got Doncic. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Doncic. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings midseason?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Now, Redick, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Lock at 6. Jokic against Doncic. From outside the arc, Jokic grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gordon kicks to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Barton trying to get open. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now, here's Doncic. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Ollie Stein in the post. He's against Gordon. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. On the wing, Doncic. Right wing. Ollie Stein's shot is good.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Now here's Murray. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. And stolen by Redick. For the finish. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, the hoop and the harm. Luka Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Murray. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. The Nuggets trail by 3. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And it's in there.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Doncic with it. He has 5. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
For the Nuggets, JaVale McGee's checked in for Millsap, and it's Bull in for JaMychal Green. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell, and it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. Pass to Bull. Throws it up high, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. How last month turned out for him, averaging 13 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Now here's Hardaway. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the right side. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Shot clock at 3. Now here is McGee. Gordon inside. Burke covering. Gordon dishes the Bull. McGee trying to break free. Can't get it to fall. Dallas leading by 3. Burke the pass to Hardaway. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Well, 2 things there, guys. Tim Hardaway Jr., the power, the concentration, refuses to be stopped when he wants to score.
That free throw good from Hardaway. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. 27 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Bull. It's rebounded by Dallas. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Burke. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Dallas with their lead standing. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a...
Southwest, I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Porter. Then it's Will Barton. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell, he's jacked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. Here's Brunson, following the score by Jamal Murray. Redick finds Kleber. Here's Powell. Outside, Redick. 5 to shoot. Brunson against Murray.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Millsap. The Mavericks pull it in.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Back to Powell. Reddick surveying the D. And here's Millsap. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's Brunson. A three-pointer is right on target. Brunson's got 6 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Murray dishes to Millsap. The kick out to Barton. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's 1:47 left in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. A 24-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. Over Jokic. That shot no good. And Denver the other way now. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Now here's Green, following the miss by Paul Millsap.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The pass to Brunson. Outside, Reddick. Back to Brunson. Jokic with the steal. That one good for 2. And now it's just a 4-point Dallas lead.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Now Reddick. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Barton throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Brunson. Now Kleber. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Denver calls timeout. So both teams changing it up here. The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray surveying the D. Campazzo. The Nuggets with another miss. Here's Cauley Stein, and the layup's good off the glass. Cauley Stein's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, give us your And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Willie Cauley-Stein displaying his skills tonight.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the floor for Dallas, J.J. Redick is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Cauley-Stein, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Outside, Redick. Doncic with it. 5 points in the game. And it's blocked by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
Just 2 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 4. There's the feed to Gordon. Redick against Barton. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 6 points.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now, here's Doncic. To the middle. Here's Cauley-Stein. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
Luka Doncic has an innate sense for when his teammates are open, and boy, does he deliver it.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Redick for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Both teams will make substitutions. Murray outside. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Campazzo, McGee trying to break free. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Doncic feeling it out. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Doncic, here we go.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Murray against Richardson. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Richardson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Green, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Richardson the pass to Brunson. Now Kleber. It's stolen by Green. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. He wants to get the Millsap and does. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Marjanovic checked in for Powell. And it's tied up with that one.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Brunson kicks to Kleber. Basket good. Kleber's got his second bucket.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Here's the teardrop. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. A 2-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Murray, good.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Back to Brunson. Richardson outside. Just 5 on the clock. That one drops for him. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Gordon. The shot from the low post is good. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
Hardaway with a wide open look. No good. Third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his...
Come on, we got to have some presence down there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. JaMychal Green is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Richardson against Barton. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Denver. Jokic comes in for Green, and Porter subbed in for Gordon. And then for Dallas, Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Richardson. And contact on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, will Mike Malone talk to his team during that last timeout? He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Doncic against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Doncic against Murray. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Porter pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
And here is Doncic. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
And he's someone the defense should be keying on, especially in this moment.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball, just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein, and the shot is good. Cauley-Stein's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Outside Millsap. Doncic against Murray. Jokic. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. Denver making a switch here. 1:46 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Doncic. The pass to Redick. Unloads. That one a little long. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And Porter, here we go. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. Some nice passing here by Dallas. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Oh, and they take the lead. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th. Murray kicks to Jokic. That's a 2 from Gordon. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Now Cauley-Stein. Kicks it to Doncic for Murray, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. Campazzo. It's good!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Doncic outside. Down low. Porzingis. Yes!
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 1. 3 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Diamond. There's a lot going on this season, with mysterious markets, exclusive rewards, and special Easter eggs hidden throughout the mode and on social media.
Speaking of which, head to NBA2K_MyTeam on Twitter, and you'll be able to participate in the Galaxy Opal tournament. We need your help to vote 16 players down to 1. And at the end of the tournament, the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Luka Doncic.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3. Now Lillard after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Lillard with it. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Doncic looking it over. Covington with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. It's good.
Adept at using his length on defense. That's Covington. I mean, the moment you're careless around him, he strikes.
Here's Dallas. 4-point game. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
Yeah, controlling the flow of second chance opportunities is the key. I mean, something they'll try to replicate tonight.
Here's McCollum. The Mavericks making the shot. Back to Lillard. Now, as we enter the back half of the season, some players are worn down. But, Greg, are there certain players who really dial in at this point, who find traction with their game?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Especially for the veterans who understand it's a marathon and not a sprint. You really are trying to build up towards this portion and take your game and your mindset to another level. So this is a time for those guys when they just start to hit their stride.
Mavericks making a switch here. Redick is checked in. McCollum outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on J.J. Redick.
And the leap McCollum has taken has been remarkable. From little used reserve his first 2 years to star scorer. Are you kidding me?
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here's Redick. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Kleber kicks to Doncic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And now Portland on the break. Lillard misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good with the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the basket by McCollum.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And Redick kicks to Porzingis. 3-pointer. Shot clock reset for Dallas. And no good that time. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Knocked away. And Lillard gets double-teamed. To the inside. Covington passes to McCollum. Covington dishes to McCollum. 6 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And then for the Trailblazers, Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Trailing by 4. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
It's one of those games where home court played a big role. There might have been a different result if they were in their own building.
Portland leading by 4. Anthony finds Canner. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Embracing physical contact on the way up. Cantor seems to enjoy scoring right on the defense.
Dallas has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Doncic passes to Powell. To stop the run, and the dunk by Powell.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Simons. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Covington dishes to Carmelo. Back to Covington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The length of Covington, it makes him a difficult guy to guard. Skilled at picking up contact.
And both free throws good for Covington.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. They get the rebound.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Excellent D from Cantor.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Jones, the pass to Cantor. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Cantor's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland. The Mavericks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Mavericks making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Brunson the pass to Kleba. Back to Brunson. Over Lillard. Brunson no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Jones. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Off target from three-point range. Mavericks trail by 15. Brunson finds Kleber. Jones against Richardson. And that one, good. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Out to Hardaway. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Out left to the wing. Nobody near Nurkic. No good from outside. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 13-point game.
A springy guy. Richardson is a great leaper, and he can get way up for it, too.
Lillard looking around. It's rebounded by Dallas.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
Marjanovic against Nurkic. Shot from the low block. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Trailblazers leading by 11. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Little's checked in. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lillard way outside. Portland no good that time either.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Brunson no good. And for Portland, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Fast break Dallas. Here's Richardson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. To end the cold streak. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. After two quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a 13-point lead. Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Trailblazers leading by 13. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Cauley Stein. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the three or risk the blow by.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Lillard from deep three-point land. No good. Shot missing. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Okay.
The first one falls.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Lillard. He has 6, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
McCollum kicks to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Here's Lillard. And it goes down 2 points. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Lillard attacking. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Portland leading by 12. McCollum kicks to Cantor. Pass to Lillard. Over Doncic. And that one's good. Lillard. Lillard's got 10 points.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Lillard again missing.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
They get it back, and Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Powell in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Now here's Powell. Defense is right there. Here's Marjanovic. Lays it up off the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Simons, the pass to Giles.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
And finished off by Nurkic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Redick surveying the D, feeds to Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Oh, man, such a quick and explosive leaper. Cauley-Stein throws it down with ease.
Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. Simons, the pass to Giles. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Redick with the bucket.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Simons, the pass to Giles. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Nurkic, and the rejection by Marjanovic. It's Powell on the wing. Second shot opportunity, and it's Simons missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Cauley Stein finds Redick. From outside, off the mark.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Giles, great positioning on the putback. Giles has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Simons, and that one is hammered home.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Anthony.
Timeout.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Portland with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Anthony. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. Lillard dishes to Powell. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Lillard fires away from way outside. It's good from long range.
Timeout.
Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half. Dallas calls timeout. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic, and Covington sends it back.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lillard with the bucket.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Mavericks trailed by 19. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Richardson kicks to Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Wednesday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 18. 14 feet away. Portland grabs the miss.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
It was such a smart player, such a smart player. Richardson understands the value of the fast break hoop.
Now here's McCollum. Lillard left side. Again the miss by Lillard. Mavericks trail by 16. And stolen by Lillard. Cantor, the pass to Covington. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Lillard way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And on the season, this is going to be their 3rd win in 4 games against this team.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lillard.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Redick way outside. Good on the 3-point shot.
This isn't surprising. Redick's range extends out way beyond the perimeter. I mean, he's this dialed in.
From the arc. And that one's good, Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
Number 16.
And here's Redick from deep. Kept alive. Here's Marjanovic. There's the triple. No good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the... And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Luka Doncic.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Kennard in at the 1 spot. And for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Outside, George to the paint, Zubac. Mavericks with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win. Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Inside. Redick dishes to Cauley-Stein. Shoots over Leonard. And it's Cauley-Stein. That time on the assist from Redick. And at this part of the regular season, that rookie wall, Clark, is a real thing. You know that. Does it hit all rookies or just a couple?
Kevin, I certainly think that's a real thing for every rookie. At some point, quite honestly, whether it's mental, physical, or a combination of the two. When you've only played 35, 40 games max in any given year, and now you're playing 85 to 90 when you count preseason games, your body needs time to adjust to that. And usually you've got to go through a wall to get to the other side of it. Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Doncic. Count that bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Dallas shooting their first free throw this game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That free throw good from Doncic.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
Now, here is George. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Wide open look here for Zubac. Los Angeles with another miss.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And it's Doncic missing.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Now, here's Richardson. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Pelicans. He was a non-factor.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually, he's money from deep.
Kennard, the pass to Patterson. Powell with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Hardaway. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Yeah, that's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Burke in for Josh Richardson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. And that one's good, Marjanovic.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to Hardaway. Down low. Marjanovic passes to Kleber. Stolen by Jackson. Batum attacking. Kleber with the rebound. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 17-6 run. Brunson with a clean look. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player, very effective at finding the open man, too.
Now, here's Marjanovic. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 11 points. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Patrick Patterson. Batum is out there with Reggie Jackson. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's Mann in at the 2.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's Mann, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Mann can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Double clutches. Got a hand on it.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. No good on that one. A different look for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Hardaway. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Leonard, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And George is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now Leonard, after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. George, no good. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Here's
My goodness. Boy, a creative finisher who throws it down with ease at 7-3. Put the ball in Porzingis' hands, and he'll occasionally wow you. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Left side, Redick from deep. But they get it back. Cauley Stein kicks to Redick. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And now the fast break, George with the ball. Here's Leonard. That shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. Here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis, and the wide-open shot from Redick gets the three-pointer to fall. Redick's got 5.
Boy, the catch-and-shoot shot doesn't get any better than that. Redick on the money, ATM time.
Zubac That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Doncic passes to Redick. Back to Doncic. Redick with it from downtown. Cauley Stein kicks to Redick. Offensive rebound. Here's Finney Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Redick with the bucket.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
Now here's Leonard. Boy, that win against the 76ers. He's another guy who really... Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah!
What a play!
And, Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
George with no one around, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Just a solid performance on the...
Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 7. Redick for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. And that one's good. George.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
They get the rebound. Cauley Stein passes to Redick. Back to Cauley Stein. The 3 for Doncic. And he's good on the 3 ball. Doncic has got 10.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, what's yours? And that's going to do it for our halftime show, Seth.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 4-man position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. The Mavericks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3 and D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Brunson against Kennard. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Drains it from beyond the arc. Morris has got the opening bucket to start the second half for Los Angeles. And now they decide to foul intentionally. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into
mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
To the middle. Marjanovic kicks to Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Clippers trail by 15. Kennard on the wing. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Leonard, no luck.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. Trying his luck from deep. Offensive rebound Mavericks. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the paint, and stolen by Richardson. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Kennard. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Picked away. Here's Kennard. And that one is stuffed right through.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Richardson the pass to Brunson. Out to the right wing. Dallas moving the ball around. Marjanovic. The shot's good. Marjanovic has got 6.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Dallas leading by 13. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw drops from Marjanovic. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Jackson comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. In the corner, Hardaway with it. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. A shot by Batum. No good. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Jackson dishes to Batum. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Redick. Jackson passes to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Unable to get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. On the wing, Hardaway. Got a piece of it. It's Redick on the wing. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Rondo finds Batum. Lays it up and banks it in. Batum's got 6.
Long and live. Batum gliding to the rim. A thing of beauty.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nailed from three-point land. And the Mavericks lead by 16. Beyond the arc. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good on the 3. And so it's Dallas with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had active hands in a forced a. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rondo in at the point. The drive by Doncic over Rondo. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Doncic against Rondo. They get a hand on it. Doncic with the steal. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Redick surveying the D. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's the break. Here's Rondo. Busts the J after the KG pass fake. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, Rondo's always looking to pass, and the threat of him passing can oftentimes open things up for him on the fast break.
Always going.
Oh, watch out for low. Come on now, throw it down. Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
The drive by Rondo. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
George passes to Rondo. It's rebounded by Dallas. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Mavericks leading by 18. The 3. Redick finds Powell. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Kleba. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell, and it's Willie Cauley-Stein in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Back to Rondo. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Redick for 3. Another 3 for Dallas. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Mavericks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
From deep three-point range. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. So it's the Mavericks now. Here's Cauley-Stein. Offline with his 3. Clippers trail by 19. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside, Redick. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Mavericks.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And on the season, This is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
And you could see how badly they wanted this win. For 2 very familiar opponents, a win in the season series really carries an awful lot of extra weight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for J.J. Redick.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Burke can't get it to go. Clippers with the ball. 15-point game. Patterson passes to Mann. The Clippers get another chance here. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here is Burke. In the corner, it's Kleba. Back to Burke. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Powell.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory. You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Some good competition, but David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too. He's stunning. All right, a chance to check out stats for Luka Doncic.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with a loss. They put up a good fight, and they had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
Now Murray, following the Porzingis miss from deep. A 3-ball, and that's good. Jamal Murray for 3. Murray's got 5.
Well, if Murray can do that and become a threat from the 3-point line, look out.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless. Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 37-point game against New Orleans. Murray kicks to Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. Basket counts.
They can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Murray outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And Murray showing some smarts right there, some good patience in that pick and roll.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside, Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Cauley-Stein. Yep, it counts.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Murray outside. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Barton outside. Fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Fast break Dallas. Here's Cauley-Stein. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
This is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Got to be so hard to stop a drive by Porzingis. How are you going to get to where it is the ball's going to get?
Murray against Doncic. Murray, the pass to Barton. Now, here's Jokic. The layup missed. Doncic left side. Redick for three. Can't hit that one. And Denver the other way now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Well, the defense opens up just for a quick second, and that's where Barton takes advantage. He jets into that gap and right towards the hoop.
Doncic passes to Redick. Doubled by Murray. Back to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Cauley Stein, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And here's Brunson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Bowles. JaVale McGee is out there with Michael Porter, and it's Dozier in at the small forward. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Porter dishes to Millsap. And stolen by Redick.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Looking at Denver, they got their last win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Now the pass to Bull. Outside Porter. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks leading by 5. And the wide open shot from Redick. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Bull with it. Marjanovic on him. Bucket is good. Bull's got his first 2 points.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
Now here's Brunson. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Feeds it to Hardaway. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's McGee. Good on the bucket.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Well, as soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocks it.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis is coming in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. The Nuggets also changing it up. Gordon's checked in for Bull. And it's Will Barton in for Porter. Now here's Porzingis. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Richardson. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Pelicans. He was a non-factor. Here's Porzingis. Gordon with the defensive effort.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
And so here's Denver, following the score by Dallas. Dishes it to McGee. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
The dish to Gordon. 58 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Millsap. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's a man's move from Millsap, getting the hoop plus the harm.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Porzingis. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Hardaway. Brunson against Murray. Here's Marjanovic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Now here's Barton. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. But they'll get another chance. Inside, stolen by Brunson. Out in his own on the break. The shot by Powell, no good. 3-on-3. For Denver, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Redick for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Doncic out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and there's Porzingis, and it's Kleber in at the 3 spot. Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein. Rebound by the Nuggets. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Mavericks trail by 8.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Murray, the pass to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Whoa, you got to watch out when Barton leaves the floor, throwing the hammer down there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. A good board there, Kevin, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And stolen by Reddick. Here's Cauley Stein, and the layup falls. Cauley Stein's got 10 points in the game.
Taking contact on the way up. Cauley Stein going through it that time.
Here's Murray. He's got 12. From past the arc, Cauley Stein grabs the board.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
With the putback, Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Can't go in soft. You got to have intention when you go in there on the glass. And Porzingis wanted to beat everybody to the ball that time.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. The Nuggets making a switch here. Campazzo. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley Stein. And Denver also making a switch. Green's checked in. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Doncic kicks to Powell. Out to the wing. 4 on the clock. Redick for 3.
Well, both him and...
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Gordon. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks trail by 5. Kleba kicks to Powell. Back to Kleba. And Kleba slams it in.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleba. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And a switcher also for Denver. McGee's checked in. He had a nice open look right there. Murray's got 15.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Rebound by the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Jokic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Excellent D that time there from McGee. The Nuggets leading by 8. And Murray, here we go. It's hauled in by Richardson. Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the shot goes in. Marjanovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the call up against Jokic. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he's good on the second. One second left. To beat the clock. Count it! He got it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for Denver. Bill Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's JaMychal Green. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. Jokic inside. The feed to Gordon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big.
Brunson against Murray. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. The tray. Rebound by the Nuggets.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on.
Oh, that was something else.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast break.
Now here's Brunson. To the middle. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Redick comes in for Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Millsap comes in for Jokic. And it's Michael Porter in for Aaron Gordon. Murray kicks to Millsap. And no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Leading by 5.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
Porzingis against Murray. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Doncic, here we go. Here's Cauley Stein, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Murray surveying the D. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Doncic kicks to Cauley-Stein. It's Redick on the wing. Fires the three. Drops in the tray.
And why would you not go to the best shooter on the floor? J.J. Redick living for that moment.
Murray against Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Hardaway. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And that one, good.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Pass to Bull. In the corner, it's Gordon. He feeds it to Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Redick dishes to Cauley-Stein.
Cauley-Stein stepping up huge.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Now Murray. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. 54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The pass to Cauley-Stein. Count it!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Doncic against Murray. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Here's Doncic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Pass the Bull. It's in!
And that was so clutch. They're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Doncic with it. Passes it to Marjanovic. Got it!
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Poke loose. Back to Murray. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
These are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.